Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Slay the Spire Downfall. Been playing a little bit more of this lately. We're gonna do a Downfall run. We could play the Hermit, but yeah, I don't really want to. Who are we gonna play as today? Who is leveled up the least? The Guardian is level 4. So you know what? Let's play the Guardian, try to get him up to level 5 Ascension. We still have an unlock to do for him. We have an unlock to do for the Slime, but the Slime won his last run. So I don't know, what the heck was this? Tourmaline. Oh right, this is Gem Boy. I don't know if this character has had any updates since the last time I played. I don't remember Gear Up, so Gear Up feels new to me. Retain, Brace, 10, Exhaust, Gear Up. Previously it was the first time you curled up in combat, you would gain 10 block. So I think it's been changed to this. This seems okay. Seems okay. What do I like with the start here for the Guardian? I think I like losing 8 health to remove 2 cards. I like to go thin deck with the Guardian, get gems, put them in sockets, and then have just specific cards coming back around. Similarly with the Automaton, I like having a very thin deck. But I think with the Guardian, we get so much value with stasising, curl up, and the gems. Removing 2 cards is probably pretty good. So we're gonna remove a strike and a defend, and continue on. But to enter defensive on your first shuffle without having to take damage. What? We'll take a look when we enter combat. I don't know how much you have to brace on turn 1. I thought it was 20. But if it's only 10, then yeah, you can gear up and then have like a block built into the deck, basically, and that does seem kind of cool. There's a 3 elite path. There's a couple different 2 elite paths. I kind of like the left route with the rest, rest, rest. I like being able to slot gems into cards, but there's not a lot going on until you hit 1 elite fight. I'd like to get 2 elite fights in. I think we'll go this route and then go for the 3 elites. But I don't want to go to 2 early shops. So you know what? I think we'll go left route, 2 campfires. You know what? Let's screw the elites. I'm gonna go for the mega camp path. Yeah, defensive mode is. So Gear Up does not quite get you there fully. You still need to have Gear Up and Curl Up in order to get to 20. Good to know. I want to go the Mega Upgrade route. I want to upgrade my cards. So I'm gonna strike, defend, no reason to take the damage, and no reason to play the Gear Up. We can just hold on to this. We could even put it into stasis and make it free, theoretically. So let's see, Brace, kill, brace. We gained 10 block. Do we gain 10 block on the next turn as well? Yes, okay. I have to ask these questions because I don't remember how the character plays. Liquid Memories, Floating Orbs. Whenever you play a 0-cost card, deal 4 damage or 6 damage to a random enemy. It used to just give you an attack. Fragmented Gem, gain a Shiv, Walker Claws, just raw damage, scales well. We're gonna take that Walker Claw. Let's fight, then hit the question mark. Maybe we'll get some good stuff. Okay, well, we're gonna take damage. So I think we just defend, and then we hit. We're gonna take 7. This is just bad draw. This is not indicative of. It's fine. This is not indicative of a bad deck. This is indicative of bad draw. So Tourmaline is worth it. Gear Up is worth it. I think we should curl up. We don't need to play the strike because it's not going to do any damage. So in fact, let's try to increase the likelihood of gaining the strike next turn. Oh, I forgot that that also counts as a blur. We could have played a. Gotcha. We could have played another block and then it would have rolled over. You gotta remember how this works. Gain block and temporary thorns, brace, reroute. Play the next card you No, place the next card you play this turn into stasis. Reroute is fantastic. Repulsor is very good too for drawing statuses and curses and exhausting it. I feel like this could be better later, not so much now. But against a lot of the bosses, and especially the last boss. And you know what? This is Wound Ironclad. Let's take that Repulsor. I'm going for the Relic. Vulnerability turn 1, not bad. This guy is gonna be stealing our money. Nothing much we can do about that. We can enter stasis, so why don't we do that? Here we go. Hold the block for the next turn. You know what, we should have saved it because we would have had thorns. We still have thorns, but we should have saved it because we would have had thorns. That's not too bad. That does nothing. Hit it. Curl up, doesn't matter. We're just gonna try to do as much damage as we can. So yeah, that was a misplay. Not a huge misplay, but a minor one. Still have a little bit of money that we can use on the shop. While in defensive mode, raise your strength at the start of your turn brace. So, it's pretty good actually. I understand this. It doesn't raise your strength permanently. This is a temporary strength bonus, but bracing every turn does mean that you can get that extra free block and the blur repeatedly, faster. I think we could probably take Revenge Protocol and start bracing more. I usually don't brace that much, so maybe this is a good opportunity to do it. Barbell would have been so nice. Gain block places into stasis. When this leaves stasis, gain block. Stasis field just seems very good. I think I'm just gonna take it. Temporary strength. Gain temporary strength and dexterity socket. This is different. I don't remember what this used to be, but gain temporary strength and dexterity for a turn socket. That's pretty tempting. That's a good card, but so is stasis. You know, I can't afford them. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take Ancient Power and we're gonna card removal, I think. We can remove a... I'm gonna say strike. We need more attacks in the deck, but I wanna wait and add more later. Now, are we going to go question mark paths or we're gonna fight a whole bunch of enemies? I'm gonna go question mark and camps. Remove a card, gain a random gem, add a gem to a socket. Let's remove a card. We're gonna remove a defend. Maybe just remove a strike, and then we gain an aquamarine, which is a block. Okay. Oh, we can do both. Well, definitely gain block. Put this in the one that gains strength and dexterity. That way you get a free block. We can do it again. That's such a good option for us. All right, let's upgrade. I don't know how I feel about this deck. It seems interesting. This deck has no real attacks, except it's super thin with Walker Claws and Revenge Protocol giving us strength. It actually feels like we could just go Ancient Power Walker Claw, keep that looping infinitely, and then we just have good blocks, good damage, scaling, curl up, constantly cycling around. Like, this is a very interesting thin deck we've got right here. I kind of like it. Art of War or the key. There's gonna be turns where we don't attack, because we can set up turns where we can attack. So I'm gonna upgrade. Let's make Walker Claw hit another time. We're gonna have a really upgraded deck by the time we fight this elite. But like, this is... It doesn't quite kill you, but I'm gonna do it anyways. This is a very interesting thin deck that we've built here. So this is block. This is also block. And we have temporary decks, which we can immediately use with the Crystal Ward. We take no damage. You're dead. You're dead. Okay. I don't really like that Thorns inside of the Twin Strike, but I figured we had the opportunity to. Let's put it in there, you know? Look at the top cards of your draw pile, choose one and place it into stasis. I think we can also use a pre-program. Metallicize is good too, but let's go for that pre-program. And what would we upgrade at this point? Ancient Power, Revenge Protocol, Repulsor would be good. We could also hit up a question mark if we don't want to upgrade anything. I would like to make Repulsor cheaper, because now it's way more playable. We can also put it into stasis and then play it that way, but... Okay, you're doing 12 damage. So temporary block, or temporary dex. Now we'll take none. We'll do 3 damage to each of them. We're not taking advantage of the vulnerability, but that's okay. I mean, you're dead when you hit me. And I only have to hit you for 9. I can't hit you at all, which is funny, but... Look at that. We got enough block. Put a defend up there, because it doesn't matter. And then Walker Claw. Now, we're not getting the Walker Claw with the Ancient Power, but that is the ideal. Crystal Raid. Deals damage, deal additional damage for all gems. Choose a card, place a copy into stasis, accelerate. Exhaust. That's pretty interesting. Deal damage, brace. Priming shot. Copying cards is really nice. It's a little slow though, but we can get more copies of things that we want, like more copies of the Ancient Power for temporary decks, or Walker Claw for damage, or Repulsor, or Revenge Protocol. I'm gonna try it. Okay, Sentries. Repulsor is very good here. So, we are going to choose a card, place a copy of it into stasis, exhaust. The upgrade accelerates, I guess. Well, let's clone this. And then let's add a card into stasis. Let's add... I want to play this next turn, so let's add the Twin Slam. And then we can fend. I know we didn't play Revenge Protocol, but I think that's okay. Anomaly detected, Guardian model defective, override Alpha Protocol. We got a unique encounter, we speak their language. Okay. Ancient Power, temporary stats. So this now does 32 damage. Not quite enough for a kill. Let's gain block. Let's gain more block. Put a card into stasis. We want to repulse. Let's curl up. We might as well put Walker Claw up there since we're not going to play it. It'll come back in 3 turns, but... Is this good? I don't know if this is any good yet. Okay, we have temporary stats. We have enough block. Twin Slam. This one costs energy, unfortunately, but that's okay. Let's program. I don't think that actually does anything. I guess we'll just play this to dump it. Curl up doesn't do anything either, so let's play your hand. We need more stasis slots, we need accelerators, we need more upgrades. We're about to take quite a bit of damage. You know what? I think I'm gonna Liquid Memories a Curl Up. Gives us 10 block. I think that's worth the potion. Okay. And now we have 20 damage. Walker Claw. Like, that's it. In my head, I'm like, well, you know, I guess. It's, we need better cards. We need more upgraded cards, for sure. I can't believe that you are actually still alive. We need cheaper cards, and we need to get more things into stasis and out of stasis. So, like, you can put that into stasis. You can put... Don't put the Ancient Power into stasis, actually. This is a good turn. I don't know why I'm putting the Dazes. I guess, you know, put the Dazes into stasis, you'll just get it back. And then it'll exhaust later. Okay. Look at that, perfect turn. White Bee statue. Gain 2 buffer. At the start of your turn, if you have a buffer, gain strength. Construction form. I mean, 2 buffer is good. Gain energy if you have a card in stasis, temporal strike. Okay. Deal damage X times, can be upgraded any number of times. Maybe Refracted Beam is where we go with this, because we can Ancient Power, Refracted Beam, and then do infinity damage. I think, though, I like that construction form. Expensive, but we can put it into stasis, in theory. Hello, my friend. What's the Crystal Shiv again? How much block do we get out of this? 6. So it's normally 3 block for a Crystal Ward. Okay. We should have saved that card. Why did I play it? That was a little silly. You know what? We should definitely just play the buffer. That was silly as well. We gain strength. Now we need to make sure we take no damage. Start putting things into stasis so we can get the cards back. Don't need the defend. Hit him, hit him. I guess construction form is a bit slow, but it does scale with that Walker Claw. Places into stasis, tick, draw a card, charge core, crystal ray, deals damage again. Emergency, accelerate until a card in stasis leaves it. That I like. That I'll take. Anger the mushrooms, heal. I will anger the mushrooms. I think with the explosive potion, this won't be that bad at all. Let's put a card into stasis. We'll get it back next turn, I guess. I am just gonna toss the potion. 7/7. So I can kill one of you, but then I'll take damage. I guess we'll probably just curl up and then take 2. That's not that bad. We don't need the defend. We should have just played construction form. There's no reason to even play the defend. That was a bit of a silly play. We need the defend this turn, probably. Well, we do not need it this turn, actually. Copy a card, put it into stasis. You know what? Give me a defend next turn. put the Ancient Power into stasis. It does take 2 turns to get that card out, though, unfortunately. It's not the best. Get Odd Mushroom. Gain Thorns and Defensive at the start of your turn's Brace. Deal damage. Enemy attacks you for 3. Gain Block and Thorns. I think I'm gonna skip. I don't really know what I'm looking for, but I don't think those cards are it. I think that they are not exactly what I'm looking for. Place a copy of that card into stasis. Accelerate. Exhaust. Give me the clone. To accelerate and then it exhausts? I mean, emergency doesn't exhaust, which I like. Let's upgrade that emergency. Got a weird thin deck that I don't think is any good, but it's okay, I guess. Put a copy of a card into stasis. Honestly, put a copy of Curl Up into stasis. That's a good card to have. And then we're gonna repulse, we're gonna curl up, we're gonna take 8 damage, and then next turn we're gonna start crushing this guy. $615. We're gonna take 1 damage right now. We can get around that. You might as well play the emergency, right? And then let's make the gear up cheaper. Let's block. Let's gain buffer and strength. We need that artifact ability that gives us artifact every single turn. That's what we need. Put a card in stasis. Okay, what's in stasis right now? Just the gear up. Put the emergency into stasis. I got a plan. Alright, you're adding garbage to my deck. I don't like that. This is what I was hoping for. But we actually don't need the emergency on this turn, do we? In that case, curl up, give me a twin slam, gear up, ancient power, take no damage. I don't really want to get this out because we only get to play 1 of them, not 2 of them. I guess we'll just leave that there then. This is a very strange deck I have. I have no idea how this is gonna work long term. Yeah, I guess I'll just get it out now. Why not? We're only getting 4 brace per turn, so we're not quite where we really want to be yet. Do we need a block? No. We're up to 44 damage on Walker Claw. It's slow going, but we do scale slightly. Okay, we can get Walker Claw next turn. That's a pretty not wonderful turn, though. We didn't really do anything. This guy is getting a little stronger. Yeah, he's gonna hit pretty hard on this turn. Honestly, like, give me that again next turn. That way we get to play the slams. We're gonna lose all of our buffers though, so we're gonna no longer scale strength. We didn't get what I want. I want ancient power now. I want to get the strength with the Walker Claw. I mean, I think we got him anyways. That was a... Dude, I have no idea. I think this deck sucks. Gain block, enter defensive mode. Better than a speed potion. Deal damage, perform 3 times, socket. Gain block, enter defensive mode. Good, good. I don't think it's actually that good, even though I have one in the deck. Let's take the Bauble Burst. We'll upgrade it, we'll socket it. At the start of each combat, lose one stasis slot, gain energy though. Fusion hammer, ectoplasm. Lose a stasis slot, gain energy. Yes. We can add stasis slots later, hopefully. Back to the city. I would like to get some... but I would also like to get some freaking gems in my deck. We're gonna have to fight elites no matter what path we go. We can fight one elite if we take this very specific route with a late shop. Kind of like that. We fight a lot of enemies though. There's a lot more question marks around this path. We only fight 4 times as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. But you know, 5's not that bad. Or are you just complaining about not having enough slots? Well, slots, yes, but I guess we don't really put too many things into the stasis, do we? We don't do as much stasis as maybe I would like. So I think we're okay. And with emergency, we can pull things out of stasis. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Choose a card, place a copy into stasis exhaust. Okay, so here's my thinking for this turn. Gear up. Pull it out. Gear up, gear up. Now if we play 1 defend, we take no damage. We could take damage. I guess there's no reason not to play the repulsor, even though it's not amazing. Ooh. Okay. Taking no damage. Put the curl up in emergency can give us a card next turn of our choosing for free. So we can... Ooh, I do like this. Curl up, Walker Claw, emergency, Walker Claw, twin strike, strike. He's gonna die when he hits me. Well, no, he put up the block first. And he didn't attack twice, he only attacked 1 time. He's still dead. I don't know, that worked. We didn't die. I don't want thorns, I want temporary stats. So this is not what I'm looking for. Pre-program. A second pre-program is not bad, but I don't think it really helps us at all. Let's take a chance at the ride. There's a shop, so if we needed to, we could have removed the curse. We're gonna skip the shop though. Gain young Snecko, become cursed with a bewildered. Deal 5 damage to a random enemy at the start of your turn. I mean, this is just free damage. It's also a HP upgrade, so we'll take it. And Repulsor can get rid of the curse, so we have options. Okay, okay. What do we need next turn? Emergency's already gonna be free next turn, but if we put it into stasis, we get it back without having... to draw it, so we can draw another card. But if we... let's put construction form into stasis then. That way we get to pull it up, we get to play it for free next turn. Okay. Yeah, that's way better. That's way better. Okay, we're gonna take some hits. We're gonna take 12 damage. I'm never playing attacks on turn 1. This vulnerability on them is not really important at all, is it? We can block. can also do a lot of damage. We're gonna gain buffer. We're gonna block. I'm gonna hit you for damage. I'm gonna kill you, then we don't lose the buffers. This is such a weird run. Yes. We don't need to play any blocks, we can attack. Because we have the buffers. We have 2 buffers. Yeah, we maybe another attack other than just Walker Claw would be nice, but I'm looking for things like this. I'm looking for better gems that we can start socketing. Suspension is very good, but I think let's get the Amber first, because Suspension we can maybe go infinite with the draw and the acceleration. But let's get Amber and we can socket it into the 2 energy card that we have, Bauble Burst. What a great turn 1. Pre-program is kind of good, but it's not actually scry. You just look at the cards. You don't get to change them at all. I really want to accelerate this out, but I can't. So that's 10 block. Oh, I guess that's all we're gonna do. Just give me a clone. We'll get that in the future. Construction 4 means we take no damage. Twin Slam means that we reflect a lot of damage, though. Four temporary thorns or 20 damage? I guess 20 damage. We're gonna take a hit. I gotta use some of these potions one of these days, but we don't have a lot of blocks available for that speed potion. What I want is gems. We seem to have a very huge lack in the gem department. Can I kill you? No, I cannot kill you. I can come close, but not quite there. I want draw, I want accelerate, and we're close to getting like a cool deck here, but we're not quite there yet. Gain a crystal ward. So like another aquamarine I think is pretty good. Reduce each of your debuffs by 2. Yes. This means we get to keep the temporary stats permanently. Resilient plate is what we want. Aquamarine, yes, but plate. Plate me Scotty, plate me Scotty. Perform 3 times, accelerate. Yeah, and actually I'm gonna upgrade this so we get another gem slot. That's such a good card. Resilient plate not exhausting is good too, but let's get that Bauble Burst. I think I focused too much on these rare upgradable cards, but I still want it. Dead Branch, whenever you exhaust a card, add a random card to your hand. Do we just completely throw the thin deck meta away and say, you know what, give me random cards? Crystal Ward will give us a random card, Clone, the Curse exhausting, anything that we exhaust is gonna be random. I kinda wanna build my own deck and not get it thickened up with Dead Branch, you know? I'm gonna take the Sapphire Key. It's fun to take Dead Branch, but I wanna build my own deck. This time. This time. Put. Want this turn, but put Walker Claw into stasis. Get it going. Temporary stats. Then, kills you. Give me a block. Gear up. Curl up. We get to put something else into stasis. We don't need Repulsor, so put the second slam into stasis. Repulsor is pretty much unnecessary on this fight. But my Gremlin Leader dude did take a lot of damage. I mean... There you go. We don't really want to play Resilient Plate. We don't have any debuffs. We can't put anything else into stasis. I can get Walker Claw back, though, by accelerating 3 times, but Emergency does it as well, so this is just 10 damage. So we'll probably play Instruction Form. We will still take the card. I will kill you and you. Might as well get another power out there. Slow deck. Now you're doing 30 damage, huh? I don't have any debuffs. Well, that'll be there in 2 turns. This will be there in 2 turns. We'll get those out there. I guess we'll repulse, and I guess we'll strike. Revenge, repulse. Yeah, we don't have any debuffs. We can enter, and we can get 20 block. Nope, 10 block. Still, I'll take it. We lose the buffers, but we don't take damage. Okay, accelerate. Yes. I have a plan. Boom, boom, boom. Ancient Power. Resilient Plate. Curl up the Crystal Ward. Kill you. Okay. Attack me next turn. I dare ya. I have slight permanent stat upgrades now. Another attack would be nice. Getting a little slow there. Do have another Resilient Plate, but put the, I guess we'll put it up there, why not? Oh, I guess we can bring it back if we really wanted to. Snecko's doing more damage than me, I'm realizing. Accelerate multiple times. And then we can curl it up, get it next turn, yes. So Bauble Burst, curl up, Resilient Plate, Twin Slam. Okay. Ancient Power, Resilient Plate. We're doing... No. Twin Slam, Resilient Plate. We're getting temporary strength, dex, and thorns permanently. It's taking a while, though. We have 4 thorns, but this means that you will die. What do we got there? A defend? We don't need a defend. Put the Walker Claw up there. We'll accelerate it out. Well, we gotta play Bauble Burst to accelerate it out, but we'll still do it. And hey, we're up to 28 damage on the Walker Claw. It's a living. Now, can we go for you now? Yes, we can. Temporary stats. Hit him again. We used some potions, but that didn't seem terrible. Kind of, maybe. Gain 16 block, gain 4 thorns if in defensive mode, otherwise brace. Gain 2 temporary strength, Ruby. Place a Sentry Wave plus into stasis. Apply 1 week, brace 2. So Sentry Blast is a free attack that gets you free attacks constantly shuffling in and out. You get weakness, you get damage. You get weakness, you get damage. And it's free. Kind of like that to keep stuff going into stasis, but we only have the 2 stasis slots. More stasis slots would be nice, but we need a power to give us that, I think. A big block card. It's pretty good. Ruby for temporary stats. Put that in pre-program, I guess. What's the weird egg? This gives us a little Snecko creature. You'll see it in a second. Give me that upgraded Spike Shield, and I'm going to break the key. I'm gonna upgrade. I think I like clone. Well, it exhausts though. I guess I like resilient plate to not exhaust. Brace 8 and then reducing your debuffs is actually like pretty good, and we're gonna fight another elite. This is probably not the one I wanted to fight, but next turn gain temporary strength. Choose one of 3 packages to gain. Well, I've never seen this card, so let's try it. Gain an Overload, Ancient Power, Ancient Construct, Giga Beam, Orb Support, Resilient Plate, Orb Walk, Walker Claw, Incinerate. So we get draw, but another Ancient Power and Ancient Construct for the artifact protection. It looks like the cards are not going to be free though. Giga Beam, strength affects this card 2 times, skip your next turn. Orb Support, put a random card from your draw pile into stasis. Resilient Plate, Orb Walker, gain strength, deal damage, accelerate, socket, gain damage. I mean, I kind of like that Ancient Construct, but we're not going to be able to afford it. But Ancient Power does give us temporary stats, but who cares? I guess Orb Walker? What are we going to play this turn? Construction Form, and then something that costs 1. I guess, yeah, we could Giga Beam and then Resilient Plate to, or Artifact it, so we get to keep our turn. I think, I think these are all bad. But Orb Walker, see, oh, we still have to play the card. It's a lot of playing, but take that. Let's gain buffer, and then let's... play a Revenge Protocol. I mean, we're gonna lose the buffer, but we'll still have the strength gain. Okay, now you're doing 14. Ancient Power. Crystal Ward. We curl up, we'll take no damage. We should pre-program, put a card into stasis. That card will be... I want to play Spike Shields next turn, and we'll probably play Bauble Burst next turn. If we put Bewildered into stasis, we can get it out of stasis, but we can make all of our other cards free anyways by just playing something like Emergency. Nothing will accelerate. Well, one card will accelerate, and then everything will randomize. I think that is okay. If we play Repulsor, though, Bewilder is going to get removed, so it doesn't matter. So we will play... Well, but I want these to be adjusted. Okay, so we're gonna put Emergency into stasis. We're gonna play Repulsor. We're gonna play a Defend and a Curl Up. We can afford the Defend this turn, and the block will roll over anyways. He's gonna take, hopefully, a lot of spiky damage. That card is gone. Okay. We're going to... You're doing 21 damage. We gotta put up some block. Spike Shields is pretty good. It's a little much, but then we'll also reflect a lot of damage. So we'll play this. I think we should brace, probably. And then we'll hit you. Then we'll end turn. Right, Artivore is giving us the extra damage. You're doing 24 damage. Okay. I would like more Ancient Powers. You can program Spike Shield out at some point. Ancient Power. block, block, taking no damage. Smack ya, accelerate Ancient Power, it's coming back next turn. Emergency can give us a Spike Shield. We're gonna play that. Okay, now, temporary stats, block. 29, you're doing 28. We have enough block. In that case, keep this for next turn. Then we'll smack you. And thorns are good, but I'd rather do a lot of damage, I think. I think we're gonna get out of this fight taking no damage, which is kind of absurd considering this is a rough fight. But he's dead. All right, maybe the deck works. Unceasing Top could be good. So Giga Beam. With the Resilient Plate, we can probably make this not give us the skip turn effect, but it is 3 energy as well. Kind of like Time Bomb, but it does exhaust. Kind of like the Ruby for the temporary stats, but we only have 1 gem slot and it's in Bauble Burst. We're looking for like gain energy to put in there if we can find it. Time Bomb is good damage, I guess. Like as a one-off. Strength affects it 4 times. I'm skipping. Time Bomb is the Reptomancer answer. I'm still skipping. I'm crazy about the thin deck. Okay, well, that's just a little bit rude, my dude. Again. Now, friend, the wheel is fairly decided. No one gets a second spin. Again! Knob! Fight for the Gremlin Wheel. Yes. I will fight you for the Gremlin Wheel. I mean, Buffer is very good here. I hate that it, theoretically might lose 1 immediately, but I still like it. Can't quite kill you. I had 1 more energy. Well, you know what? Let's play it because we still get the buffer. And then 7 and then 4 thorns. My dude is not gonna die. Still do it. He's gonna have 2 HP. Snecko, please kill him. No! We can't gain enough block, so we kill him. Play Repulsor. Put Ancient Power into Stasis. And then you can play Gear Up, I guess, just to get it out of your hand since you have the energy. There goes our buffer. It was a good buffer. It was a good buffer. At each rest site, you may spin the wheel once. Choosing to collect its reward uses up the relic. We've got the Wheel of Change. You had to use a potion on it, but we got the wheel. Dude, we gotta fight the shopkeeper at some point. We gotta work him down. Proteet, welcome. How'd Dead Cells go? Dead Cells was fun. We had a good time. And I guess we'll just do 9, 7, or 15. Let's do 9 and 7. Not the best turn, but that's okay. 15 damage. What do we want added to the deck? I want a Walker Claw added to the deck. And then we also want a resilient plate in the pile as well, so we get to keep stats. I will defend. We're gonna take 10 damage. I accept that to start working you down. We've gained strength. Emergency gives us the Walker Claw. While in defensive mode, raise your strength by 2. This is not a temporary strength up, so I don't know if we can actually keep that strength by playing anything. Very interesting. Let's accelerate that walker so we can get it out. We'll play it. Let's get the construction form. Put repulsor up there. I don't know, maybe we should have just played repulsor to get rid of the curse. Like, definitely should have done that. I don't know, I'm just playing cards at this point. Well, you know what? That's fine. See you later, my friend. I don't know if we can kill the merchant. I don't know if we're gonna ever get our money back. Gain energy if you have a card in stasis socket. Apply 2 vulnerability, socket, and then another repulsor. I'm not adding them. I need other cards. Like a crystal shiv even. I'm like, yeah, okay. At the end of your turn, place up to 1 card in your hand into stasis. Almost good enough. At the end of your turn, retain the highest cost card in your hand, fuel canister. That's a tempting one because then you get to A, retain, but B, potentially put it into stasis at some point. Roll attack, nunchucks. I think we want to just get rid of that bewildered. Vent steam for the vulnerability could be pretty good. Then we can actually do more damage because we don't have any vulnerability in the deck. We just have the strength. But you know what? What do we actually need? We need 1 gem. We need 2 gems. So do we add a Shiv? Shiv would ruin Art of War. So actually, I think we kind of just do nothing. Maybe take a blind for weakness, but I'm like, I don't really want to add anything to the deck right now. I have no idea what to add to the deck. That's the problem. I mean, that's a great turn 1. Good in principle, I suppose. Let's curl up the Crystal Ward. We can get that next turn, and it's worth playing. Or 3 block, but still. I think we also want to play Construction Form. Place a copy of that into stasis. No, here we do. Clone this, then we can emergency it. Then we get lots of buffer. That doesn't do anything, but who cares? Now we gain 2 strength per turn, as long as we have buffer. Okay. Add a card into stasis. We can accelerate 3 times, give me the spike. This will brace. This gives us thorns. I'd rather brace. Use each of your debuffs by 2. I don't have debuffs, but again, it is a brace. So I think we brace. I think we honestly just roll over the block. I'm not gonna say this was a great turn. We have Unceasing Top. It's the first time we've ever used it. Gain thorns. We have 5 energy. We can play our whole hand. There's no reason to play emergency. So play this, 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 and then this. I guess we could have Unceasing Topped with that turn. Maybe that's what we should have done. I'm just waiting for Snecko to kill. Grr! You can do it, Snecko. That actually worked pretty well. Place us into stasis, tick, brace, and gain block. Shield Charger, I think, is what we're looking for. Temporal Shield is also good, but this is a solid block card. Daddy Snecko? This. This. Get that shield charger in there. That's 13 block for 3 turns, which is actually like really good. We can remove his debuff, but not now. Do we want to use a potion? No, I think I want to save him for the boss fight, which is next. We will get Sneckoified, but maybe we'll get a good Snecko. That's a pretty good Snecko, actually. Thank you for the free block. Let's gain... This will defense us. Program the... We're not going to be able to curl up anything. So just give me a blind just to put it up there, and then we'll curl up, curl up. Error, stasis failed. Oh, you can't stack it anymore. That's unfortunate because you used to be able to. Oh, emergency is expensive. That's unfortunate. Blind is good though. We don't need more block this turn. But brace 4 means we can roll over the block. So actually an emergency is not bad here. It's a little unnecessary, I'll admit. Now we have 59, 60, oh, we have the perfect mana block, I suppose. We haven't done any damage yet. It's okay, one day we'll do some damage. There you go, we hit him for like, I don't know, 40. We're starting to be able to put up a lot of block on our turns, but that alone is not enough. I need like more blur in the deck, but you know, the collector has blur when you can actually kill his frenemies. Us not so much. We're no longer confused. Now, all of our cards that are expensive are gonna stay expensive, but you know, we're no longer confused at least. We have an expensive emergency. Put a copy of Curl Up into stasis. Put this into stasis. Smack ya. Smack ya. He's dead. Look at that, we took no damage. And if you take, yes, if you take no damage, isn't that good enough? That used to be 3 slots, by the way. Free action, spin the wheel. A full heal. We do not need it. So we'll pass. And then we still have an action. We need to get the key, unfortunately, because we've learned from the previous run we have to be able to break it next floor. Oh, okay. A little bit of a map UI bug there. When Watcher loses 150 more health, apply -4 strength to her when she next enters Divinity or plays Ragnarok. Well, let's get started, shall we? We can play this, we can play this, we can curl up. Let's curl up the Ancient Power. We want to start getting the stats up as soon as possible, I think. Actually, I don't know if we need to play a power, but I'm going to. You know what? Give me more buffer and more strength. That seems good. Okay, so she has Like Water and Blasphemer's Demise, which is the name of the ability. Defense up, Teardrop Locket, Incense Burner. So she's gonna have, you know, a lethal at some point. I don't really want to accelerate. I do, however, want to curl up. So we're taking no damage. We'll smack you. It's fine. We have temporary health. I do believe that does help the buffer. We could have cloned the stasis slot, I suppose, but... What do we want to clone here? We could clone the shield charger. It'll just put it into stasis immediately. Wouldn't we rather clone the resilient plate to get more of them, I guess? Try to keep those stats as much as possible. Being able to remove your own debuffs is nice, like weakness, vulnerability, frailty. Wallop. Accelerate the resilient plate. Don't need it. Let us, we're taking no damage as well. Let us program. It shuffled to enable us to do that, which was very interesting. Bauble Burst we want next turn. Walker Claw we can get for free. So I guess I'm just gonna play everything we can play. So we're gonna get Resilient Plate, we're gonna get Walker Claw next turn, and then hopefully we can draw temporary stats up. Which we didn't. It's right there. We're gonna do 60 damage. I mean, I've got 4 buffers, you're not really gonna do that much. You're doing 44 damage. We have enough block. But why not gain block for free? And then get Walker Claw. Well, we want Walker Claw in the future, ideally. We want it when we have like an Ancient Power, Resilient Plate, keeping the debuff stacking. Yeah. We'll just play it like this. Now she's not gonna die, and she's intangible, but that's okay. If she's intangible, it's not worth pulling out the Walker Claw. Admittedly, you know what? You got me. That's okay, though. We can just keep this for later. Oh, no! The one, every, like, 8 combats, we get one unceasing top play that I forget about. You've got plated armor? We're gonna kill that, don't worry. We got a lot of strength, though. That's pretty good. Okay, next turn, what do we want? We want expensive cards. Play this, play this, play this, play this. I needed that emergency. Unceasing top. Anyways, you're dead. And we took no damage. Every time we take no damage in a combat, I'm like, maybe this is actually good. Onyx is what we're looking for out of like Bauble Burst. We don't need the energy. Getting rid of Strikes and Defend sounds pretty good. We could also add cards to the deck, but I don't know what we need to add to the deck. I don't actually think we need to add anything. Although we could take gain extra energy as a gem, if this allows us to take gems. I don't know if it does. Because I would love to have that. I would love to be able to have that in the Bauble Burst, accelerate gain energy, put draw on like a reprogram, start drawing more cards. Harrison says it does. Or we could just get rid of, you know, 2 defends and a strike. We need more blocks, but... Gem. How many gem slots do we have right now? We have 1, 2. Onyx goes into 1. I think we actually do take this. You are needed. We do get the gems, okay. So what do we want? We want... Recover. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have not seen this card yet. I remember how good this is. Ruby for more stats is also good. And you know what? If we need more attacks or defense, we can take the card that has lots of slots and then gives you block for each one. So we can get like strength in the block card or block in the damage card. I think we'll go for... Planning is so good as well for just putting things into stasis. I think we'll go for the recover. And here we could go for, where is it? Prismatic barrier or prismatic spray. Lots of block and lots of damage for each gem in the socket means this is very good for scaling with strength and dex. Quartz for draw, I also like. Amber we've already added, so we don't need that. I think we'll go for... Time capacitor is also pretty good. I think we'll go for... Quartz? Oh, gem finder, you know, maybe we could have just done that. But I'm gonna go for citrine for the energy. We've added a lot of gems to the deck. We need to socket them, and we need more cards that accept gems, but I think we're getting there. I think we're getting somewhere anyways. This is such a heavy elite path, but we have to go this direction. We have to get to the burning elite. Okay, gain energy. Instruction form. Okay. At least we're taking no damage. I would like to have an attack. I would like to, I think, just murder everybody. Yeah, okay, that's the best potion I've ever spent. And I think I want the ruby as well. Although overload could be pretty good for the big draw you get out of it. Overload into the resilient plate, put the energy of citrine into bauble burst, and you're almost infinite, but we have a thicker deck than we would like for that. Just take the ruby. In that case, take the ruby, we know we're gonna want it. Awaken, Prepare, Crush, Last Stand. Hexaburn, Chrono Boost, Shaper's Blessing, You Are Mine, Chrono Boost, Last Stand. I think we'll take a You Are Mine, and we have Birdface to earn, so we don't really need the power from Awaken to heal us. Prepare Crush might be good just for the damage we get out of it. And we can make the cards free by putting them into stasis. How did this deck get to 27 cards so quickly? What happened? Let's curl, put that Prepare Crush into stasis. We can probably accelerate it out soon. Hate the burns, we need Repulsor. Ancient Power, Resilient Plate is also pretty good, but I think we'll go Repulsor, Construction, and then 9 damage or Brace. I guess we'll just do 9 damage. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Now I've got that. Actually, this is not that bad. We can put an expensive card into stasis and accelerate it back. We won't get it, but Emergency can actually get it. Taking no damage. Honestly, why not just play it now? Dude, I'm telling you, one of these days, I'll get Unceasing Top. Draw a card, place a card from your hand into stasis. A pre-upgraded suspension I will absolutely grab. We have 2 opportunities to kill the merchant. I'm going in for the merchant, man. I want to murder this man. How much? Why do we have so many thorns? We played 2 twin slams. When you're in defensive mode, how much do you get spikes? You do, right? Like 3? Is 1 energy worth doing that 15 damage next turn? I don't know. At the start of your turn, accelerate when you draw curses, exhaust them, add a stasis slot. Give me this. I'm just gonna play it. 15 damage, but we get to save 1 energy. What's worth more? I don't know. Don't ask me. Copy of this into stasis. We're not getting any attacks on this turn. Oh, I shouldn't have even drawn. Place a card in your hand into stasis. That's fine. We're not going to be able to kill this guy. We don't kill enemies within 4 turns. It usually takes way longer than that. I don't even have the ability to kill him at all here. I can do 9 damage. There you go. He's got 200 HP. We've got to really solve this deck before we fight him again. Otherwise, he's going to steal all of our cash. Okay, how many gem slots do we have right now? How many? We have 1. We have multiple gems and multiple slots. I don't think we want another ruby. We have 1, 2, 3 slots, and we have 1, 2, 3 gems. I'm gonna skip. Hello. At the start of combat, gain 2 energy, add a void into your draw pile. We don't need that energy. Stasis Strike, do damage, gain a stasis slot. It's pretty good for scaling in a fight. Secret Weapon could allow us to draw something that we need. I kind of still like Suspension because upgraded it's just draw and then stasis, but I think I'm going to get rid of a defend and then add nothing. I feel like I'd have no strikes or defends in this deck, but I still think it's actually kind of good. Weirdly enough. We have to go left, so we're gonna have to fight some elites. Hey, it's the Reptomancer. How are you doing today, Reptomancer? Enemy attacks you for 3. Put a random card from your draw pile into stasis. Deal damage, brace. Let's put a random card into stasis. Let's also murder you. You know, that's a very good card to have in stasis, I gotta admit. Wish I had any debuffs, but I don't. You know, the sharpness potion would have killed him, but... we have to play this. We're gonna take 9. We'll curl up. That's not that bad. Gain thorns. I think it's permanent thorns, which is nice. Accelerate a card until it leaves stasis. That's unnecessary. I guess we'll just play Prepare Crush and this, and we don't have any temp stats, so that's unnecessary. We'll just play the Gear Up instead. We've got wounds being added, but we can repulse those, so it's not that bad. This. Draw a card, place a card from your hand into stasis, pre-program, recover. stasis. I want, like, the emergency to come back around. I want resilient plate to come back around as well with the ancient power, but they're not hitting the right turn. Place a card into stasis. Okay, put that into stasis. It's gonna take a while, but that's okay. We'll get it. Put that into stasis. I want that next turn. Now, we have 4 energy. We can actually unceasing top. Okay, accelerate 3 times. What do we got? Emergency slime crush. All right, let's do it. Gain energy. Strike. Let's end turn right there. I wanna save whatever's in the draw pile for the next turn. Reduce your debuffs. Oh my god, we finally done it. What? I have 88 block. That happened fast. Put a card into stasis. Oh crap. Well, you know what? We can put this into stasis. We don't need it this turn. Gain energy. So we want, I'm realizing now, we want expensive cards into stasis so that when we draw with Unceasing Top, we get them. So like, Bauble Burst will accelerate out the expensive cards that we had in stasis, and then we can just play them. And again, we'll put something like Bauble Burst or Spike Shield into stasis so we get it back around. What would be really nice is that power of put a card from your hand into stasis every turn, because then we could play the same cards over and over again. We're gonna take damage on this turn. No, we're not. Yes, we will. No! Took another 6 damage. It's the slowest deck of all time, but it's kind of fun. As soon as we hit a camp, though, we're socketing all of these freaking gems that are garbage. I played that in the wrong order, too. I could have also kept temporary thorns, but I didn't. I mean, that wasn't that bad. Bag of Prep. Charge Core allows you to draw. Elusive Protocol. Gain Dex. Another Shield Charger. No. Meal Ticket. Alright, alright. I guess. Oh man, this is such a bad turn. I don't want to strike because I want the energy next turn, which maybe we can transition into an Unceasing Top. Dun. Well, we're not gonna lose buffer this turn. In fact, I'm gonna lose 1 buffer, which means we'll still gain the strength. Okay, we need the repulsor, need the blind. Do we have debuffs? No. I guess we'll play the Prepare Crush, start rolling over block, but Prepare Crush doesn't do anything, but we can put the Crush into stasis, potentially. It's ethereal, and it only does 1 damage, so let's put that into stasis. Put this into stasis. We can accelerate it. And brace. We can also play this, although it doesn't do anything, but we can draw. You know, I'm willing to do this just to get the slot. There you go. There you go, we got more weakness, more temporary stats. We got rid of a burn, you know, that's not bad. Ooh, that's a lot of burns. We are gonna lose our buffer. We're actually gonna lose the buffer to the burn and then take 33 damage. We're gonna take 35 damage. That's just bad draw. You expect to get not 2 burns. I gotta put this back into stasis. Damn it. We gotta put that into stasis so we get it next turn. We can recover the ancient power again, put this into stasis. Stop adding the burns. I can only get rid of 1 per turn. Okay. Do 40 damage. Well, we can do more damage. A little bit more. We did 43. We can gain thorns and put a Walker Claw. We can accelerate it next turn. We might even be able to accelerate it this turn. Well, no, we'll accelerate it next turn. Okay, well... You know what? That was worth it. That was worth it. We managed to keep some stats. Gain energy, draw a card. Accelerate the Walker Claw. No, do not accelerate the Walker Claw. Instead, put a Bauble Burst up there. Bend. Okay, you're gonna still take damage. Unfortunately, we were not able to brace again, so we did lose 100 block. The card into stasis. I guess put the ruby so we get to draw another card next turn. I hate losing the to the burns, because we're gonna draw the burns next turn, and we're only gonna get rid of 1 of them. We can place this into stasis. We can reflect some damage. We can reflect some more damage. Kept the temporary thorns. I mean, we have 15 thorns up. That's pretty good. And now we finally had lethal. What a strange run. Do we want resilient plate? You know, why not? I don't know what I'm doing with this deck. It's you! No! Not again! What do we want in stasis? This next turn will pull things out, so take a You Are Mine, and then we'll do another expensive card, like this, because it'll also accelerate it once. We have energy on this turn. Nothing really to play, so we'll just, I guess, brace. Here we go. Draw a card, place a card into stasis. It'll be this for next turn, because it's doing nothing for us this turn. And now we draw. I'll take it. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? What do we want next turn? We have Resilient Plate coming up. Walker Claws in the draw pile. I think we want Bauble Burst again. Oh, my dude's gonna take a lot of damage. Yeah, I think we want that Bauble Burst because we'll be able to accelerate it out soon. Well, actually not really. It's not coming out. You know what? You just do this. He's still gonna be vulnerable. You have too much of my money, Fred. I need my money. Temporary. in for 63. We're crunching him. We're getting close. We're getting so close. Kind of want to just like, Seagus Jr. says, this kind of reminds me of my first run that I won in Slay the Spire. It was an Ironclad run that was relying on flexes and limit breaks. I could only scale my damage when I drew all the cards at once. I mean, we can kind of affect our own draw. Kind of. That's pretty good, but I don't want it. I don't know what I want. Construction form. Another construction form could be pretty good. Another amber to accelerate. I like. But then we have to save our money because we need to be able to actually pay for the upgrades. I'm going question mark. Add a socket to any socketed card. Ooh. So if we do that to Bauble Burst, we can triple accelerate, triple draw, and triple energy. Oh, yeah. Add a socket to any socketed card. Okay, that's cool. Now, it's still gonna be a while until we can actually do anything with it, but once we can, oh baby. Can we brace enough? Put, we'll put that there. Okay, we have a lot of damage coming in. We gotta start blocking. Bracing for 10 doesn't do it. Repair Crush will. Add a socket to Bauble Burst, make super adrenaline. It'll only take 2 decades. I get this way with the Guardian. I try to build like the perfect decks, and it doesn't work. But it's so much fun that I still want to try every time. Ah, you are gonna hit me. I can't do anything about it. You know what? There you go. I try to build these perfect decks, even if it might not be the best idea. I want to get like the perfect card combo. Right, it doesn't actually get rid of the daze. I wanted to Unceasing Top Draw. There we go. We're getting some debuffs out there. Draw. Dude, thank you, Snecko. You've probably done more damage than me over the course of this entire run. Okay, planning double upgrade, yes. Yeah. Anything with sockets, free plays, stasis plays, we like a lot. Okay, we have to go to the Burning Elite. I gotta kill you. You have 40 HP. I can kill you. Hopefully. Give me my money. Reduce each of your debuffs by 1, overload plus, draw 4 cards, next turn draw 2 less cards. Stasis slots is also good, but overload draw and then reduce your debuffs? That's real good. That's real good. I think I prefer overload here. Okay, gambling chip. Gambling chip's pretty nice. Dude, now we have more sockets. How many sockets do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many gems do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can take a gem. Accelerate's a good gem. I think we'll take that amber. And we can afford Warpaint to upgrade 2 random skills, and we'll still have the ability to buy all that we need to buy. You are mine and shield charger. I think those are pretty good upgrades. So this is gonna give us the other key piece. Put this into stasis. Oh, that's like the perfect draw. We even get an unceasing top. I really wanted that though, but it's okay. We can pull it back with recover as soon as we draw it. Okay, are we gonna bring out this? Yes, we have resilient plate. So bring it out. Are we gonna reduce our debuffs? We can. So let's pull it out. Because we get to gain stats, keep stats, and then draw. We have AbeClancy, so it's tempting not to play this, so let's not. I would like to AbeClancy that Walker Claw at some point. Reduce each of your debuffs by 1, draw 4. I'll do that. Gain temp. Put a card into stasis. Yes. Put shield charger's fine. Curl up the crush. Recover. Now, what did I want to recover? Temporary stats, I think. And we can repulse. Play some defends. I'm telling you, one of these days we're gonna play a card. Accelerate. Clone. Error stasis in progress. God damn it. Well, I can do 100 damage. Or I can draw a lot of cards first. Okay, start here. It's over 100 damage. Then we're gonna hit him and accelerate. This should give us the crush. Prepare crush, I should say. Maybe we should have popped the Vexing Draught, but we've got the buffers. I think we're okay. Temporary stats. Smack. Hit him for 67. That's still okay. Put a card into stasis. I would like to put a card that costs energy into stasis, so we can draw the rest of them. It accelerated it. Got strength. Let's recover. We can bring back Walker Claw. It's actually not a bad idea, but it'll go into stasis. It's still good. It's still good. Because it'll be acceleratable in the future. Okay. Should have realized we would have, played it like that, but that's okay. This needs to be played. I'll pay for it. Onyx and suspension will go into the stasis pile. I'd prefer not. I would prefer to draw them. So we're going to curl up the planning. Then we get this. Then that goes into the stasis anyways. Gain strength. Draw 4 cards next turn, draw 2 less. Maybe I'm okay letting the buffer take this one. We're still gaining strength. We still have 1 buffer. We'll start here. Place the top 2 cards into stasis. Give me an overload first. Do I have an accelerate? I don't. Oh, I've got emergency. It's not what I'm hoping for. Okay, so let's reduce our debuffs. We can bring out Walker Claw at least, so I guess we can do that. Put a card into stasis. Oh my god, they're all free. Put that into stasis. Block. This places free cards into stasis, which is not really what we're hoping for. Place this into stasis, place this into stasis, then hit him for, I mean, that's a 200 damage attack. We're gonna lose the buffer, but I think we got him. Accelerate, accelerate, draw. Draw and place a card into stasis. And we could accelerate it out. Well, actually, it'll be next turn that we actually get that card, unfortunately. And we should have played that first, but hey, he's dead. Okay, we got Blue Candle. After all of that, we got Blue freaking Candle and Ancient Construct. We have to take that. It fits so perfectly. We need it. Yeah, this was supposed to be the thin deck. It's all gems. I have like 6 gems in my deck. It'll look nicer once we're done with this. Why play it like that, you moron, man? I guess we can bring it back. Okay. Put this into stasis. Put this in my hand. Play this. Taking 1 damage. Take none. Dun 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 dun. We're looking for a Walker Claw with that vigor. We're looking for a You Are Mine. We're looking for Unceasing of the Top. Put a card into stasis. Please put the clone into stasis, because we can play the other cards. Might not be worth that much, but we can still play them. Actually, maybe we should have stopped, because that's our combo right there. This is such a bad deck, but luckily it's Ascension 4. No wonder I'm having trouble with the Guardian. I don't play him very well, do I? Oh, dude. This is like the ideal combo. Well, we'll get that next turn, I guess. It's okay, we're unable to play it, but that's fine. Okay. Gain some buffer, gain energy, draw, accelerate. We don't need to play the defense. Let's save the energy and then draw. Well, that's a bit of a waste of block, but that's okay. Put, you know, actually put the defend into stasis, because that's free. Let's see what we draw. You know, we had the energy to play it. That's not too bad. Dun, 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 dun. All right, kill you, get me out of this fight. Explosive potion. Another time capacitor I'm gonna take, because the slots are gonna be important. Break, break, enhance. Now, gain energy goes into Bauble Burst. Draw also goes into Bauble Burst. Then, accelerate, let's put this into, let's planning, that way you get 2 accelerations out of it. And then reduce each of your debuffs. Let's play this with the suspension and temporary dex or temporary attack, put it into that card. Hey, now we're like 7 cards lower in our deck. All right, what gets upgraded now? Ancient Construct gains artifact, more temporary stats, pre-program looks further into your deck. Clone gets an acceleration. Or we can see what we get. We don't have to take it. All right, see you later. See you later. I guess we'll upgrade the... That is really good. I like construction form as well so that it doesn't etherealize, but it's not very important. So instead give me the artifact. Okay, we broke the key. Unbiased cognition. Whenever you play a power, you gain 1 focus. Well, we're gonna be giving you some focus. Construction form we could put into stasis. We don't have to play it, but time capacitor I want to play. So let's put it into stasis now, because then we can accelerate it twice. Then we will... Let's say 5. How are we gonna take 5 damage? Oh, at the end of his turn he's gonna do 5 damage. Okay, that makes sense. I guess we can just block. I've never been on, well, I have been on this receiving end before, it's just unfamiliar. I want this. Choose one and put it into stasis. Race. Reduce debuffs. We're gonna put Zap, dual cast, multicast. Let's put the let's put the Ancient Construct into stasis because emergency will be able to play it. And then we'll just block, reduce our debuffs, and then we get this for free anyways. Well, not for free, we gotta pay for it, but it's worth playing. I mean, we've got 3 powers in our draw pile, or in our stasis pile there, but we gotta play them. Buffer. We don't have to play Repulsor, but to get it out of my hand, I will. We don't need to play this, but I'm gonna play it anyways. We're gonna play this. We're gonna play everything, basically. I wish that we wouldn't lose all of our buffers, but we are. No, we're not, because I always forget that that card is blocked. There's like 2 versions of that card. The one in the slime deck I don't think actually gives you the block. Can I draw? Yes. We want to draw this and double a Bauble Burst so we can play it twice every shuffle. So we will do that. We will draw and then put Slime Crush there. Then we can clone the Bauble Burst. And then we're gonna shuffle anyways. Let's do it now. Let's play Bauble Burst. Yeah, it's not gonna shuffle, but that's okay. We can recover it, and then we can do that again next turn. This Bauble Burst is incredible. Let's draw, blind, temporary stats, keep stats, block. We can either keep more stats or hit you for 100. Let's hit you for 100. And we'll just keep that on top of our draw pile. And now as we accelerate, we're gonna get these Bauble Bursts, which will accelerate everything else. Right, that makes sense. Just block. Didn't go as planned. We're gonna lose one buffer, but that's okay. Now we've got our Slime Crush. We are weak, which is unfortunate, but we can remove that debuff in a second. So place a card into stasis. Expensive, ideally. Let's do a curl up. It's not expensive, but it'll work. Planning. Yeah, that's still fine. We get the Bauble bursts. We'll play one of them. Look at our hand! Are we still weak? We are. You know what? Let's gain stats. Not be weak. I'll hit you for 75. We'll curl up. Something that's expensive. Curl up the shield charger. Get it in the cycle. Burst it. Thank you. Draw a card, place a card into stasis. Expensive. We want recover so we can bring those cards back, but we're not getting there. Because we're about to shuffle if we play this. Yeah, we'll still do it. We got the Bauble burst! I have too many cards. Oh, it's so good! We're going infinite! We've done it! With being able to dupe the Bauble burst. We're so close to actually having infinite now. Because it's 3 accelerate, 3 energy, and 3 draw. If we can remove a lot of cards from the deck, we can get there. Curses, not so much. They are gonna screw us up a little bit. Bum, 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 bum. Well, I mean, definitely do this. There's no way we're getting it for free. I think we need to play the Prepare Crush, which means that's basically our entire turn. We're not gonna take any damage, but we'll get that for the next turn. I think that's okay. Haunted is actually good though. That's true, Haunted could purge cards, but it also could exhaust the wrong things. You know what? We can dump it. Buffer, vigor, strength. I can do 100 damage to you. And then kill you. I can almost kill you. Well, I think what we're gonna have to do is just put the Slime Crush for later. We still have 1 buffer. We had exactly enough HP to survive that 1 buffer. Now, we're not... No, we can accelerate it. Choose a card, place a copy into stasis. We know, that's what we want. You're all weak. You're gonna live the longest. We need to accelerate a whole bunch of times, and then accelerate again. Okay, you are killable, now we get more buffers. Haunted! You are now etherealized. You etherealized my Recover and my Revenge Protocol. Not great, because I want to play these cards, but, you know, more power to you, I guess. That cost a buffer, I'm an idiot. I thought we still had temporary health, I thought it was behind Snecko's tail. Snecko, get a buffer? Oh, you didn't get the buffer. This is not a very good turn, because I can't stasis anything, basically. Expensive cards can go up. You can go up. Now we can actually draw on the cheap. Oh my god, the turn is not gonna end. Look at this. We're going. We got a whole new hand. Okay, we don't really want Icky there, but we can plan. It's etherealized too. Then we can emergency out a Twin Slam, which, you know, if we're not doing anything else with the card, let's just do that. Smack him. This, I think, will cost us a buffer, so I kind of don't want to play it, but we might still do that. 60 damage. I guess I could just keep it up there and then just be able to play Unceasing Top like this. I think we will lose the buffer here. One buffer. We'll still have one. So we're still gaining strength. Dun, 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 dun. Keep you weak forever. You should be killable on this turn. In fact, I think you're killable, like, literally right now. 16, so close. Expensive. 19. Now, we have a big hit coming in next turn from this guy, unfortunately. Draw a card, place a card from your hand into stasis. That there. Reduce debuffs. I want to keep the buffer, so I'm not going to play the Icky. It will trigger Blue Candle. But actually, the next time we draw it, yeah, because we played Repulsor, it will just go away. He's still buffing, and he has Demon Form out. A little scary. Okay, put a card into stasis. I will put Walker Claw into stasis. I will then draw. I will then accelerate. Let's emergency the Shield Charger, because we'll curl up. Then we can plan and get Shield Spikes out, which will give us Thorns. Now, Bauble Burst is up there. A little hard to play right now. Get you for 43. 31. My dude will die. And this is actually, like, not a bad draw. He 8 block. He's gonna waste his vigor on a single hit. Bauble Burst. Well, let's gain the stats, then Bauble Burst. Because we want to accelerate out now. I mean, Walker Claw should kill him at this point. He's not vulnerable anymore, but he's gonna take... not quite enough. There's a card from your hand into stasis. We don't need to defend. There we go. We get Mango, 14 health, exactly 100, why not? You know, dump the counter, take the flex. Draw a card, place a card into stasis, innate future plans. You know, yes, because if we get a good card with Unceasing Top, we can just keep it. And Quartz, draw a card, there's nowhere to put this. Otherwise, I would take it. I guess we could maybe buy a card from the shop. But this seems good. Quartz is a cantrip. I don't care about it being a cantrip, though. We would need to buy a card from the shop that has a socket and then put this inside of it. Ideally, it would be a free card, but I kind of like this. I kind of like putting cards into stasis because you get more opportunities to play those cards. Hello, shop. Now, we could have gotten planning, admittedly. I also like Stasis Strike for the similar purpose. Gaining stasis slots. And this is reusable. It's innate, which I kind of like. We have, I think, a desire to play our powers on turn 1. Can't future plan anything ethereal. That's good to know. Thank you, Zero, in chat. I think I'll add a Stasis Strike, just because it is more Stasis Orb generation, basically. Okay, let's spin the wheel. Let's see what we get. Give me a relic. Give me the money. Give me the... give me the money so I can get like 8,000 gold on this floor and not use it for anything. Alright, you coward. So what gets the best? Clone is nice with the accelerate, but pre-program has more look ahead, which I do like. The other thing that the power that we just added protects us from is drawing construction form with no energy. Raise per turn. I'd rather play more cards, I think. This is a great turn. This is a great starting turn. We're gonna play this. We're gonna put an expensive card into stasis. We're gonna Bauble burst it back immediately. Like Stasis Strike, why not? Recover will draw next turn. Let's get this, let's play it. Keep gaining those slots, get a lot of energy, a lot of draw. Thank you. You know what, let's take this, and then this, and then this, gain more stats. Should have done that earlier, but that's okay. We can put this into stasis for free. This is unnecessary, but it is brace. I think we just hit him. And then just like brace. We'll put the shield charger into stasis. It should also decrement by 1 on the next turn, I think. I hope. It did. Want to definitely recover Bauble. Get that for next turn. We can block, so we should block. And we have Art of War for the next turn. So that's another Etherealizer. We did draw the Haunted, which is kind of unfortunate. This is definitely kind of unfortunate. It etherealized a couple of good cards that I want. We should have upgraded Clone. It would make this turn work. Let's put some things into stasis. We at least accelerated one card out. I think we just want to play this and this. We still get the value of those two cards, it's nice. Haunted, Bewildered. Bewildered sucks on this turn, I think we just want to play it. Finally got Repulsor. I thought you could upgrade that to make it innate. I guess they changed it to make it cost 0. This is a terrible turn, with the Bauble Burst not being able to accelerate it. It's still fine, because we'll still get draw. Icky will etherealize, Haunted will etherealize. Yeah, we don't even have anything to do with this. I could draw by playing these, but I'm just gonna let him go. We'll keep him. It's kind of like having well-laid plans on a card that costs 0. Repulsor is 2-to-1 cost on upgrade. Okay, that makes sense because it is a strong card. Okay. We need to draw, and then we want an expensive card to be stasis, and then we want to accelerate it out. So we're going to put Bauble Burst into stasis. We're going to accelerate it out. That gives us the opportunity to plan to put cards into stasis. We got one of them out. It's recover, so we can get Bauble Burst back. So we will gain temporary stats. Hit. At least I like that there's no thorns here. Accelerate, draw. I have too many cards in hand. Would you look at that? Pull back the Bauble Burst. Keep stats. Keep stats. Prepare. Strike. Would have been nice to play the Walker Claw, but it's gonna be retained anyways. Another Haunted. We like that, don't we? I'm realizing now that is something that we prefer. This will shuffle, by the way. Put a card into stasis. We want it next turn, ideally, so let's just take a accelerate. I want another stasis slot, I think. We can put this on top of the draw pile and then play this and then play this. Reduce our debuffs. Acceptable. Acceptable. And now we're getting infinity cards every turn, and that Bauble Burst is stupid amazing. I mean, I think you play the Bauble Burst first of all. Then we can shuffle. We get a great Walker Claw. I'm gonna let you etherealize, I think. This one, no. We want this one. I know that you are not taking any more damage. That's not the point. You don't get to play anymore. This is all me now. I guess we'll put the defend into stasis. Oh no, my buffers, what am I gonna do? What I'm gonna do is emergency. Do we have another Bauble Burst? Oh, we didn't get the second one because we had to let the clone card go away. Oh, that's what's going on here. I understand now. What the hell do we do here? Put cards into stasis. Put another card into stasis. Defend, draw, emergency. We might actually technically be infinite at this point. I think we have just enough draw that we're almost there. Because we definitely have the energy to do this. We need overload, actually. Because we need the big draw that provides. I'm gonna get my whole deck into stasis. Maybe you could have went infinite. I think we're there. I think we are infinite. I think we have enough. Yeah, put those there. Gain stats. Put a card into stasis. I mean, we can end our turn at this point. Do we want to accelerate a 23 block defend? I think at this point, let's just wait for Bauble Burst. No, it etherealizes. I need to keep the card. We gotta do it. Does this etherealize? It does. Okay, then in that case, I can keep playing, because if we draw, that's not what I wanted to see, but yeah, we can't even select the card anymore, which is unfortunate. But if we drew it, then we wouldn't be able to play it or save it. Either way, like, it doesn't matter. We will win. We get our whole deck every turn. By the way, we flawless the boss. It was a thick deck, but it did get infinite. I gotta figure out how to play as this character better, because I added all of those gems And then I didn't get to a rest site for quite a while. I think I need to work on that. I need to realize that if I add gems, I've got to have the ability to actually socket them, otherwise they're kind of just wasted draw. They are cantrips, meaning that they can be played for free for basically no penalty, but that's not worth it. You've got to have them in a socket to get the value. Gemstone Gun. Upon pickup, choose 3 gems at the start of each combat. Gain a card with Retain Exhaust and each chosen gem socketed. Upon pickup, choose 3 gems. At the start of each combat, gain a card with Retain Exhaust and each gem. Upon pickup. Like from any gems? That's kind of interesting. So you could get like energy, 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 or draw, draw, draw. I assume that the card does nothing except whatever the gems are. So maybe you could get like strength, dex, -1 on debuffs or something like that. Arumba's Pocket Sentry. Every 3 turns, apply 1 weak to all enemies. Interesting. Bottled Anomaly. Upon pickup, choose a card at the start of combat, remove it from your draw pile. At the start of turn 3, add it to your hand, it costs 0. So this feels like it is stasis for any character. You can, on turn 3, get whatever this is for potentially any character. This might be exclusive to the Guardian. I don't know. This might not even be exclusive for the Guardian. The Gemstone Gun, maybe that can appear on anyone. At least we are now done with the unlocks. Zero says, Bottled Anomaly is busted. You do have to wait 3 turns to get the card, but it's free. So if you have like an Echo Form, whatever the Watcher one is, you can get that for free. Demon Form, Wraith Form. It'll be free for the entire combat because it's as though it was stasis, I think. All right, thick deck, but it was a very fun deck, even though in the early game I had no idea what the hell I was doing. The Guardian's a tough character to figure out, but at least we're now in Ascension 5 and we can, you know, practice on the higher difficulty levels as we go. Fun build, debuff removal, and we did get what we wanted out of the Bauble Burst. 3 sockets with 3 energy, 3 draw, and 3 acceleration on the card. I only wish that we were not exhausting Clone in that last fight, because if I had realized how important this, well, we couldn't have even kept the card because it exhausts on play. We have to let it exhaust, basically. But if it didn't get hit by the Etherealize, we would have had 2 Bauble Bursts, we would have had easy infinite. Not like that boss actually warrants being infinite on because it heals, but it would have been fun regardless. Gain 99 strength and dexterity and then just wait. Good run, fun run for those of you on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch or when I go live, support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Slay the Spire Downfall.